health with regards to your eyes. So we barely talk about, I mean, this is the first time we're having an eye doctor in-house here, and I'm glad to introduce to you Dr. Anselm. Good to have you here. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, I did. The doctor actually said after the show we're going to have, maybe jollof rice or something, because pounded yam. I hope that you've had something this morning. Have you?
Not yet.
Not?
So in case I faint.
In case you faint, don't worry, you're not faint. Yeah, so I need you closer to the mic so that we'll be able to get you loud and clear. Let me see. Can you say a word again?
Can you hear me better?
I think it has nothing to do with you. But do not worry, we'll get things in order, guys. Remember that we're about to talk about the eye care. And once we get started, we expect that you ask your questions, send your texts, your WhatsApp messages to 090-9705-4450. Anselm is in the building. So let's see if we can get to hear you better from on there now.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, much better. All right, so we're about to start the conversation, guys. Join in as we talk about this. Why is it so important to talk about the eyes, Dr. Anselm?
Okay, the importance of talking about the eyes can be overemphasized. Okay, you need to understand that the eye is part of the system, it's part of the body.
Yeah.
And the eye is a good indicator to let you know of your, general health.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm sure your eye doctor will be one of the first persons to let you know if you have an elevated glucose level.
Okay.
Which is a precursor for diabetes. All right.
Wow.
Then even your eye doctor will be one of the first persons to let you know that your blood pressure, you have issues with your blood pressure.
Really?
Yes.
Is the eye doctor?
Exactly. Yes. Even the eyes can also let you know if you have brain issues. Yes.
That's why you guys check the eyes and look into the eyes when you.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so seeing that you've mentioned some of those ailments, let's see how we can dig into the conversation, because generally, right, we're looking at the eye care and would look at how we can talk about cataracts and glaucoma as well.
Okay.
So let's start off with some of those. I don't know if you've heard myths. Things that people say, if you have 3/4 or 4/4 eyes or crossed eyes.
Half-past eyes.
Yeah, half-past eyes. Is it ever treatable? Can it be corrected?
Oh yes, certainly, most certainly.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. How does that work?
Okay, so there are some persons who have strabismus or tropia.
Okay.
So it's like the eyes are always kicking out.
So what you just mentioned, right? The average man might not understand this, so maybe you want to break down.
So that's half-past eye. That's what I was talking about.
Okay.
So that's the half-past eye.
All right.
Or the 1/4 eye. Or it's like someone is looking straight. It's like, okay, are you looking straight or
you're looking
that way?
elsewhere.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's tropia or strabismus. So it's treatable.
Okay.
So usually managed with vision therapy. All right. So you see a vision therapist to help you manage
with
that.
all of that.
Then surgery is also a management plan for that as well too.
Wow. So how often should one, because I'm asking all the general questions now.
Okay.
Some people tell you, I've never been to the eye clinic, I don't get to see the doctor I can see. So if one can see clearly, is there any need to go to the eye clinic?
Oh yes. Okay, so every person should have at least their eye checked once a year. Especially if you have family history of eye conditions like glaucoma, retinitis pigmentosa, and all the rest. Okay, so it's important that you do your routine eye check, especially for children as well. You find out that most parents, or some parents, who beat their children. Oh, this guy doesn't like to read, my child doesn't like school and everything. It could be that child has eye issues. It could be that
they're reading but nothing ferocious.
So it's like they can't read, they can't really see clearly.
Okay.
So until they do an eye examination, you can't really tell. For that child, giving him a pair of glasses will just change his life entirely.
And there's this belief that kids with the glasses, they're very intelligent. Growing up is like, if you have glasses and all of that, you're very, very intelligent. But that's a myth. That's a myth. But which is the most common? People visit the clinic. Which is the most common thing people go to the eye clinic for? in this part of the world?
So in this part of the world, majorly, most people come in like, they can't see small prints. Okay, so elderly people, let me call them elderly. Let's see, people from like 40. Okay, start having difficulty seeing small prints. They can't read like they used to do before, and they'll be like, is somebody doing me from the village? Are they doing me from the village? So people come in with that majorly. Presbyopes, can't read small prints. They need glasses to help them see small prints better. School children come in with not being able to see the board in class and everything, and you need to see better. So those are like major things that people come in with most times.
Okay, now when you say they can't see small prints, what do you call it? Because some people say there is when you can see from far, there's an eye condition, it's called a name. When you can see closely, there's a name they call it. What are those?
Okay, so interestingly, we have about say 4 major types of refractive errors. Okay, so generally we'll call them refractive errors. Okay, so there are a lot of conditions that can bring about discomfort or blur vision. Okay, so we have myopia, that's called short-sightedness. Okay, I'll just list them out, then I'll explain briefly.
Right.
Okay, it's begin to sound like a mini lecture.
Yeah, please. It's a mini lecture. Some people don't know these things.
Okay.
So it's important we talk about them in detail. So
all right. Yeah. So we have myopia, which is short-sightedness. We have hypermetropia or hyperopia, which is long-sightedness. Okay. We have astigmatism. Okay, and we have presbyopia. Okay, good. So
we're starting with myopia.
Yes, let's start with myopia. Yeah. So myopia is basically myopia. The person can't see clearly at distance. You can't see things far.
They can't see things from a distance.
Yeah. So basically, all right. So they can't see things that are far. So and depends on the degree of the myopia or the short-sightedness. Some may not be able to see things close as well too. All right. So these things, have other subdivisions that I don't want to go into. But so I'll just stick with the general ones. Okay, good. Now the next one is hypermetropia, which is long-sightedness. So basically in long-sightedness, the individual can see far but has difficulty reading small prints. Yes. So having difficulty seeing small prints, especially for persons who are not up to 40. Yes. Then there is astigmatism. So astigmatism, it's person experiences blur vision both at far and at near.
Wow. So that's like a combination of the first two you mentioned.
Yes. Kind of. Let me break it down. So in astigmatism, you see, but you don't see clearly, like it's blur. All right. So what causes that is that unevenness in the shape of your cornea or your lens. It's a part of the eye we call the cornea. Right? There's like a glass covering over that black pupil, the black part of your eyes. Good. So that's the cornea. So ideally, it should be even all round. So one meridian or one part could be steeper than the other. So that causes astigmatism. So you're not seeing images as one point. You're seeing them as double.
Because it's a steep.
Exactly. So because of so that's astigmatism. Then there's presbyopia. So presbyopia is due to age changes in your lens. So this is common for persons from like 40. Although it's more for some persons that are experiencing symptoms of presbyopia from 38 to 39. Yes, but it's averagely from age 40. You find out that you can't see small prints so clearly. You have to push the book farther for it to be clear. You have to put more light for it to be clear. Yes.
Okay, so but all this while you've been explaining the myopia, hyperopia, all of that. You've mentioned, the age bracket of 40. Why? Is this something that has to do with the age 40 and one sight?
Yeah. So that's presbyopia. I told you, like, presbyopia sets in from like age 40. So there's a part of the eyes called the lens. All right, that helps you, that changes focus, just like in a camera. Just like you have your camera, you want to focus on something far. You have to adjust the lens of the camera lens. You want to focus on something here. Now you adjust the camera lens to see something here. Now there's the lens in the human eye also accommodates, all right, adjusts itself rather to see some things far and things that are near. Now as we age, the lens isn't It won't be as flexible
because
as it was.
You've overused it.
So just age related, just like just senile changes, just like you grow gray hair. Okay. So this is just natural changes that happens. So the eyes find it difficult to switch between far and at near. Have you ever experienced this thing before? It's like you're reading at near, then you raise up your head, everywhere is blurred temporarily, and you have to like take
so adjust.
Exactly. So as you age, that process of switching becomes really difficult. Right. So for older people now, it's difficult for them to see small print. They can't focus on small prints clearly, so you have to push it further or put in more light so they need to see. So that's the presbyopia.
Okay, so you've explained all of these 4 conditions. Those are conditions associated with eye, problems.
Refractive error. Like glasses. There are other conditions, like diseases also.
Which is most common in Nigeria? Based on stats, of course.
Okay, based on statistics. Okay, so usually myopia. Right. So myopia.
So that's they're not seen from far.
Yeah. So generally, like refractive error, is one of like the leading causes of blindness. Worldwide. Is it 1 or number 2? It's number 1. Okay, I think glaucoma is second. Then the first is like refractive error. So all these things are just listed. These 4 things are all classed under refractive errors. Although some persons argue that presbyopia shouldn't be part of it. Okay. Yes, but saying that it's like senile change, right? But,
okay, I get you. You guys join the conversation 09073 Anslim a question. He's an eye doctor. We're talking about eye care today on Mind and Body. So you can reach us via the text and the WhatsApp platforms as well. The text and the WhatsApp platforms 09097054450. That is the text and the WhatsApp platform. So once again, the text and the WhatsApp platform to send your questions 09097054450. The studio lines are called to ask the doctor a question regarding the eyes 09073530044, or you can call 09087668888. So we'll still continue the conversation, but one more thing before we do a breather now to you, doctor. I wanted to ask you, are there certain foods that, because we're often associating literally everything with foods you eat and all, are there foods that could cause or lead to eye problems? Because I read up on some stuff and they're like, oh, this and that causes this. So and are they myths?
All right. So health, like I said earlier, the eyes it's part of a system, it's part of a body. Okay, so if your body is sick, your eyes would be sick as well too.
Can you hold on that thought? Sorry guys, please call back. The number is 09073530044 or 09087668888. You have maybe eye problem or someone around you, or that you've experienced this or that at some point in your life and you want the eye doctor to answer your question. You can do well by calling us up. Please avoid calling the WhatsApp platform or the text line. The studio lines to call again are 09073530044 or 09087668888. Let's take your calls. I'm sorry you have to call us back. I think the line is just a bit messy today. Hello? Sorry about it. Call us back. Taking your calls now because it's just a lot. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Please speak up. Switch off your radio set or move away from the radio. What's your name?
My name is Kiruka.
Kiruka, where are you calling from?
Calling from Kubwa.
All right, talk to us. What's your question for the eye doctor?
Okay, my question is, my daughter was in boarding school and she was using glass.
Okay.
So they say it's astigmatism. So when she now came back from boarding school, she dropped the glasses because she doesn't want to use it anymore.
Okay.
I now asked her, is this astigmatism then? So I'm confused whether she's pretending or she doesn't want to use the glasses again. That is what does it terrible?
Does it go after? Okay.
So how old is this child?
How old is the child? That's what the doctor is asking.
She's 16.
16.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So when did
how
she?
long has she had the glasses for?
Yeah, I've been changing it often.
Okay. For how long now? 2 years, 3 years? How long has she been using the glasses?
She started from secondary school.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Jess. But you can't give the number of years. All right, no problem. Keep listening. He will react to your question, okay? Kiruka. Thank you so much. We got another call here. I'm sure you're taking notes. Sorry, I think that is the network. Just got you toned out. Ensure to call back. Hello?
Good morning.
Hi, good morning. What is your name?
My name is Adobe.
Adobe, good to have you. All right, Adobe, what's your question for the doctor?
Since 2 months now, my eye has been turning me. Though I have a size 4.
Okay.
So I don't know whether it's turning me, and they say my blood is short.
Your blood is short. Your eyes are paining. When you say the eyes are paining you, is it like headache, migraine, or just the eyes?
It's turning me. The eye is turning me.
The eyes are paining you. All right, keep listening, and he would take your, your question and answer them. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Hi there. Good morning. What is your name?
My name is Collins. I'm calling from Kaduna Road.
Hi, Collins. Good to have you on Mind and Body. What's your question for the doctor?
The question is for my mother. She has been complaining of eye for some time now. If you're far, she might not be seeing you clearly unless you come close. And sometimes if she sleeps, she'll discover that a lot of dirt has gathered towards his eye side here. She will pack it up. She has been to several hospitals, just drugs, no results.
Right. So, basically, you want to know why and what she can do.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I want to know why and what she can do to solve that particular issue.
All right, Collins. Thank you so much. Keep listening, okay? Appreciate you. You guys, the calls continue, the text and WhatsApp messages. But yeah, I know you wanted to talk about food that could enhance sight. But are they foods that can, retrogress or make your eyes or your vision blur or something?
All right. So, General, I'm going to come from this perspective. Okay. So, like I was saying earlier, that the eye is part of a system, right? Part of the body. If your body is sick, then your eye is sick. Now, imagine somebody who is predisposed to diabetes. Okay. Now, diabetes. Yeah. All right. That's can lead to cataract, apart from diabetic retinopathy, damage to the nerves in the eyes. Okay, so blood vessels in the eyes, and also the nerves in the eyes. Also, so if you have diabetes or you're predisposed to diabetes, now if you start taking foods that high in glucose, can affect your health, which in turn can also affect your eyes as well. All right. Now, there's a research on phthalates, okay, which is contained in certain gari that's ill processed, that is not well processed. Okay, good.
We used to hear. Okay, go on.
Yes. So there's a research on that. Okay, it's not conclusive. But, now some school of thoughts are the fact that this phthalates that are found in gari, that's not well processed. Okay, can also affects the eyes. All right. So if you're buying gari, make sure you're buying gari from a place that you're sure, okay, this gari is well processed and all that. So there's that.
So because I know you've heard as well where they tell you gari, the eyes and all. While growing up, I heard that a lot. So that's the thing. And you call the what? What's it?
Phthalates.
Phthalates in the gari has to be properly fried.
Yeah.
Okay. So besides that, what else? Is there any other food?
Okay. So eat your vitamins, and especially from your kids. Vitamin A deficiency can lead to can damage your cornea. Okay. This is especially true for children and infants. Make sure they are properly breastfed. Give them proper nutrients that they need to have and all that. So to prevent,
Oh wow.
Yes.
Okay. He'll be reacting to Nkiruka, Adobe, and Collins shortly. If you have a question for the doctor, please ensure to send a text or a WhatsApp message to 090-9705-4450. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hi there, good morning. Please, guys, if you call us up, switch off your radio set or move away from the radio. Yeah, what's your name?
My name is Victoria.
Victoria from where?
Mabushi.
All right, talk to us. What's your question?
It's one eye, my left eye. I don't see clearly with it. Even when something is close, it's very blurred.
Okay.
Not clear. It's my right hand that I've been using, and I've been to several hospitals.
Yeah.
Wherever I go, they will say it is myopic, and the last one I went to Enugu, one specialist hospital in Enugu, told me that the doctor said their eye is highly distorted. I can't understand. The drugs, whatever they give me, doesn't work. I know I've been to hospital, I've been to Kaduna.
Yeah, so basically, nothing happened. Nothing has. Okay, all right.
Nothing.
Okay, so keep listening. All right, then, Victoria. Appreciate you. We have to do a breather, and of course, would continue the conversation because obviously the doctor, we don't want a situation where he would feel like he mentioned. Lezo Alimers, your radio. Several calls and messages, by the way, but he is about to react to your question so far. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. What is your name?
Yeah, my name is Aliyu. I'm calling from Lifetime.
All right, Aliyu, what's your question? Go on.
Yeah, my problem is glaucoma. Can the doctor please explain anything or anywhere I can go for glaucoma treatment?
All right. Thank you so much, Aliyu. Keep listening. Now, let's take it from the top. Nkiruka talked about the child who went to school, secondary school stuff, and been using glasses and then decided to stop. So what's your advice to Nkiruka? Is it that it stops or, it's the glasses corrected the issue over time?
Okay. So, most times, I usually have to explain to my patients when we mean corrective lenses, we don't say they are healing. They are going to heal it properly. They heal the eyes,
Okay.
So the glasses themselves, okay, they are visual aids. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So just like when you put on high heel shoes.
Yeah.
Now,
to aid your height.
Exactly. When you take off your height, your shoes rather, the heels, you go back to your normal height.
Okay.
So with the glasses prevent your eyes from getting worse. Okay, so if you use glasses, depending on the degree of your eye condition, right, or prescription, you may likely use them for a very, very long time, like a very, very long time. Okay, I don't say for life, but a very, very long time. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and for kids, for young adults, we also need to understand the psychosocial impact of glass use. Okay. Now, especially for females, it gets to a certain age where they don't want to wear glasses anymore. They feel, it's not fashion forward. It's not fine anymore. Or basically they don't like their frames. Okay, so there's a lot of psychosocial aspects to also consider when it comes to these things. Okay, so you have to consider, does the child really like this frame?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. And most times parents are like, I bought it, you must use it.
Okay.
So when children, he likes, okay, or she likes. Okay?
Yeah.
So and another thing to consider, another option, that's why contact lenses are available. Okay, especially for young adults that do not want to wear glasses, thick lenses and frames every time on their faces. So we have the options of
contact lenses. You've created the fashion forward kind of stuff.
So you need, if you want to get contact lenses, you can get them as well too. So that's that. So
so you don't believe that condition might probably have gone?
It's taken, I believe in miracles. But
right, maybe it's a miracle or something.
Yeah.
All right, so Adaobi talks about pains in the eyes.
Okay.
Yeah. So what's your reaction to that?
Okay. So I can't make a diagnosis just
like that
for pain. Okay, a lot of things could be responsible for pain. Okay, so just go to the clinic.
Collins' mom.
Mr. Collins talked about his mom.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know. So I can't tell. I didn't get enough information to know what condition she's been managed for, what eye condition she's been managed for. But I'm sure, like he mentioned a few places like Kano.
Yes.
Yes. So the places he mentioned are really like very good. One of the best eye care centers we have in Nigeria. So I'm sure.
But the issue has persisted. That's what he said.
Okay. So it depends on what a lot of conditions that are just being managed, like glaucoma now. There's no cure for glaucoma. All right, so you just manage it.
Yeah.
And sometimes even with best treatment, there may not be improvements.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Wow. So, but is there anything that could aid someone who is aged? Because obviously he sounds like a man, a family man. So maybe the mother might be an aged mother. So, but is there any? Do they have to wear glasses? What can you? Because I mean, you've mentioned that it doesn't necessarily correct the eyes. Use the analogy of a heel. You want to improve your height. Is there anything for those who are aged that they can use while they are old to see properly? Because he talked about blurry vision.
Okay, that she's seeing blurry.
Yes.
So, if with conventional glasses she's still not seeing very well, she may need to see a low vision specialist.
Okay.
Right? That would help her with devices that will help her quality of life. And meet her visual needs.
Okay. All right. How about Victoria, the left eye? She sees only with the right. She was the last person who called in. How? Okay. Yes. Just the left eye.
Yes. So interestingly, most persons do not know they have poor vision in one eye. Visual acuity. Visual acuity is one of the basic tests for visual function. Okay. So we test how well you see monocularly. Monocularly meaning we do one eye before the other.
Okay.
So I mean, listeners at home can just do a simple test.
Okay.
Just use your right palm to just cover your right eye. All right.
Yeah.
See how you observe how you see. Then do the same for the left. You notice it's not the same.
Yeah.
All right. So yes, a whole lot of conditions could be responsible for that. So I can't tell her and say, oh, this is what's so she'll go to the closest hospital to her and
all right, to ascertain what it is. So exactly. But I mean, talking about, we've talked about a lot of conditions.
There's one person that just Aliu talked about glaucoma.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I wanted to ask you, what is glaucoma, what is cataract, so people can understand the difference and the symptoms and all of that.
A place where he can go for glaucoma management.
Right.
So every eye clinic should be able to do that. So just go to the closest eye clinic to you. General hospital, most general hospitals have like an eye unit, an eye ophthalmology unit, an eye department, so they can take care of that. So back to the question. All right. So glaucoma is an eye disease, all right, that's characterized by visual field loss, like peripheral vision field loss, okay, then damage to the retinal nerve fiber layers. Okay. Now we see with our brain. Okay. We look with our eyes and see with our brain.
Okay.
Now your eyes receive the information and transmits it to the brain. Okay. Now in glaucoma, what happens is that now the nerve fibers that are supposed to they start damaging, from, and the way they are damaged in such a way that you start losing vision from your sides.
Wow.
Good. So your central vision can be fine. You're losing vision from your periphery. Now looking straight ahead, I should be able to see things by the side. Exactly.
Yeah.
So so in glaucoma, what happens is that you're losing vision from the side. Okay. Less. Okay, so it's painless. So we have different types of glaucoma. Okay, there's a primary open angle glaucoma and there's a closed angle glaucoma. Now, closed angle glaucoma is painful, presents with pain and sudden redness. That can happen suddenly. Okay, maybe there's trauma, accident, when you hit your eye. Then there's a part of the eye we call the arterial chamber. Okay, it should be open. When it closes up, pressure in your eyes builds up. All right, so pressure in your eye builds up. And, begins to damage those nerves. Okay, so so three things, or three some clinical signs of glaucoma are loss of peripheral vision, losing vision from your sides. Sometimes there's increased intraocular pressure.
Okay.
Right? So just you have your blood pressure, there's also the pressure in the eye, we call the intraocular pressure. This pressure helps the eye maintain its shape. Okay, now so this should be a certain value. All right, good. Then so what happens in glaucoma is that there are different types of glaucoma as well too. Okay?
Wow.
But one of the things we look out for, also one of the signs is increased intraocular pressure. So that's glaucoma. Wow. Then for cataract, now what cataract? Earlier I was talking about the lens in the eye. Now in cataract, that lens becomes opaque. Opaque meaning it's no longer clear.
Oh.
Right. So it's no longer clear. So people who have cataracts begins to see hazy vision. All right, so it's you see cloudy vision and all that. Whereas in glaucoma, you see clearly, but you're losing vision from your sides. Yeah, so it is damaging it. And sometimes like it's it's called a silent thief of sight. Right. So you have to go. That's why we advocate for a routine eye check, like yearly eye check.
Like you said, yeah.
So when you go to the clinic, the doctor tells you, okay, your eyes, is suspicious for glaucoma. So especially for persons who have a family history of glaucoma, right? People who have really high refractive errors, okay? So those persons are predisposed to glaucoma, right? Even being a black person predisposes you to the disease. So the more reason why you should just check.
Say that again.
Yeah, even being a black person
predisposes because of the sub-Saharan Africa that we're in.
Primary angle glaucoma.
So, wow. So, but what causes glaucoma? What causes cataract? What's the major cause?
Okay, good. So for glaucoma, genetics is key.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
So most times, so if any of your parents have glaucoma, right, there's a strong chance that you will get it. Sometimes you can skip generations. Okay. So genetics. All right. Then the fact that you're a black man, okay, predisposes you as a risk factor. Okay.
So this is an African thing, or it's a African thing, or environmental? How do I put it now?
So then, I had mentioned what's good now. I said your race,
yes,
black man, genetics. Okay.
Why is he associated with the race always, all the time?
It's the way it is.
God, but like we said, is it the sun? Is it the rays from the sun? Is it the UV rays? Is it because of environment?
We can't really say.
Place your hand on it.
Really say. Okay. Then also another factor is systemic conditions like diabetes. All right, diabetes, hypertension. Okay, so those are factors
that could lead glaucoma. Okay, how about cataract then?
Okay, cataract. So cataract, yes. So that's the environment. The environment is very strong. Yes. So exposure to like UV rays. Yeah. Yes.
So is that why? Can you just go to the clinic, the eye clinic, and say, what, I need glasses.
Anti-UV glasses.
Yes.
Yeah. Sure.
But you see, anti-UV, can you get it from anywhere besides the eye clinic? Because you hear people,
on Instagram, I even see people.
Exactly. Please, I beg, I want to know. Are those for real?
Yeah, some of them are for real, actually.
Some. How do you then know the ones that
just to know, we have like a UV pen light to test professionals.
You see? So it's better to even go to the eye clinic then. Okay, we've got a question here from Chooks. Chooks, we'll go to you shortly. We've got another question here from Ashe from Kubwa. We got one here from you. You didn't include your name. Please include your name when you're doing a text or a WhatsApp message, okay? So it's easy to identify you and allow the doctor react to your questions. We have Dr. Anselm in the building. We're talking about eye care. We've talked about a lot, basically, but I just need maybe 20 seconds answer from you, doctor. Ask you, we're using a night light in a child's room contribute to nearsightedness?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I would say this. Now, in the eyes, we have what we call the pupil. Okay. Now, the pupil is like a window, right? Just like your camera shutter, all right, that controls the amount of light that gets into the eye.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now, when light comes into your eye, now your pupils get constricted to control the amount of light. Now, imagine if, you're exposed to light constantly, an unhealthy amount of light constantly, and, your pupils are always constricted. After a while, it begins to strain your muscles, your eye muscles. Okay? Begins to strain your eye muscles, and you start having symptoms of what we call digital eye strain. Okay, or computer vision syndrome. All right, it's very common among young people.
Yeah.
And having a light, an unhealthy amount of light, close to the child can really affect the child's vision.
Wow.
All right. So that's why, we see a lot of young people, children, come in with eye issues, because exposure to digital devices,
right.
21st century parents. Oh, you're disturbing me. Hey, use this iPad. Just be on it. Be on the screen.
Yes.
Having surrounding lights like that, so can affect your eyes, bring about digital eye strain.
Okay. All right then. Thank you so much. Even though I thought it was just going to be in 20 seconds, because there are so so many questions here. We'll deal with them as the show continues. Keep it here. Well, bring out your questions. That is you, Ashe from Cuba. Pains in the eyes, and I can see clearly. What can I do to stop that? You've got pains in the eyes where you can see clearly. Chooks here. Super Monday to you, Olije, and the doctor, of course. Please, how advantageous is the use of brewer's yeast in extending the lifespan of man's greatest assets, the eyes? Also, can the yeast be used on its own? Many thanks. Thank you, Chooks. We got another message here. What are the signs of eye allergy? Wow. There's a lot. The conversation continues. Do not move. Keep it here.
And more. Join the conversation weekdays, Monday to Thursday, 3 p.m. on Eagles 102.3 FM, Abuja.
Break it down. Back to the music in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Get the show on the road. Back to some more music right here. Check it out right here. Time to break it down now. Break it down. Eagles 102.3.
Get updates, get informed, avoid traffic, and get home early. Tune into Traffic Rush weekdays 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Eagles 102.3 FM, Abuja.
Make some noise. One more time.
Hey, yo, what's up? Yo, it's the Kid 50 Cent.
Hey, what up? This Chris Brown.
What's up, y'all? This is Eminem.
Yeah, what the deal? This is Nas.
You're listening. 102.3 Eagles FM.
Eagles.
Yeah, that's us.
Cause we play this.
I know they don't want me the money to come my
102.3.
More 90s on Eagles 102.3 FM.
Long weekend.
At last.
In this holiday locked-in, my body got rid of them toxins.
Who's ready for winter? Woo! Nobody? Me either.
102.3.
Eagles 102.3.
Eagles.
Follow us on Instagram.
Sounds like this.
Eagles 102.3.
The hits for your drive home.
Eagles 102.3.
All your favorite music.
I listen non-stop.
All my favorite music. I listen every day.
This is the home.
Eagles.
More variety.
102.3.
Your station for today's R&B and old school.
Non-stop hits.
Eagles 102.3.
Abuja.
Your number one radio experience you can count on. Eagles 102.3 Abuja. Radio is an experience. Eagles FM 102.3 Abuja.
Your number one radio experience you can count on. Eagles 102.3 FM, Abuja.
Don't even know what the day is. So big and
Eagles 102.3.
Giving the gift of hit music.
Yeah! Let's go! This is Justin Bieber and Mariah Carey.
Eagles 102.3. Abuja.
Girl, get it. You get me going.
All day.
All day. All day.
On Eagles 102.3. Abuja.
We all need that friend who is our unpaid therapist that we yearn to talk to every day. Look no further.
Call me up, talk to me about your day. I'm right here and I am listening to you.
We are going to celebrate our new baby girl. My day was not that very okay because of...
Join Kemi Michael on A Cobble for Your Thoughts every weekday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Eagles 102.
I can tell he's been lying and pretending that he's faithful and he loves you.
Hanging out with friends is such a hobby, but chilling with your girlfriends? Such a boaster. We talk about love, family, relationship, the shady, hilarious, fun, juicy, messy gossip in town. And the gentlemen aren't off the table. Girlfriends with Olije, Mondays and Fridays at 1 p.m. Exclusive to Eagles 102.3 FM, Abuja.
Playing the best music from yesterday, today, and tomorrow. This is
102.3 Abuja.